This is your daily market recap for Monday, August 29th, 2022. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka the Trading Agent, and this is your daily market recap for Monday, August 29th, 2022. Hopefully you're having a good day. I apologize for the recording have sidebars. That is temporary. It will be fixed on Wednesday. Changing to the big computer. Again, if you are newer to this channel was built for traders who need to excel with their edge. They might be struggling with consistency, but ultimately know how to trade. Now, there is a ton of content in the Discord room. If you're not familiar, the Discord room, the link is in the description below. Always dropping tons of stuff in there. Here it is. Side channels full of information from Jesse Livermore to volume price analysis, recommended reading, reference articles, back to basics, all sorts of fun stuff. And we're always chatting in there all day. I'm trying to keep people updated what's going on. Long story short, this channel is built to help you take your edges to the next level. When I say take your edges, sharpen them, be better at trading overall, because guess what? The market maker's coming for your money. And they're coming aggressively now as the market is changing. I hope people are aware of that. And again, in a bear market, it is a trader's market that just ends with the flush. That's all it is. People are getting really excited about a lot of stuff, and I'm just trying to tell them, slow your roll, homie, because I don't think you're going to like to see what you're going to see, because it's not going to be as simple as you think. People are thinking like, oh, the market's done going down. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. It's like, no. I don't think so. So let me throw in something real quick. I apologize for the delay. If you have any questions, again, save them for the end. That's where we really go over what's gonna happen, like what I'm thinking will be easier to answer for everybody. And also too, I will keep the stream going. I'll stop recording and just let it run after that. So let me pull up something real quick. Trading View. I got to get my my charts here from Trading View. Oh, where is this? Trading View. Remember, people don't realize they gave me the boot many years ago, which honestly I'm fine with. I really don't care. Places, it's okay. Mediocre at best. Oh, I got to sign in. Here, I'm trying to pull this in. I apologize for the delay. It doesn't have my bars. Give me 2 seconds. I apologize. If you have any questions or want to make any statements, comments, feel free to. All right, I think I got it. Here's my, come on, Bitcoin. Show me my Bitcoin US dollar. What is it? Please show me my charts, please. We'll start with US oil. Is it going to show my charts today? Trading View is not very excited. I guess it must have heard my junk talking. All right, we're going to skip it. Bitcoin, as you know, I mean, let's just look at a basic chart. I can build it in like 3 seconds if you want. I keep telling people, I mean, if you're in Bitcoin, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Why? Well, think about it. I mean, the whole market's coming down. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. I've told y'all 1,000 times. And if you look at what's going on here, you can see, man, it is just, it was like flirting with death. Now it broke it. At this point, I think if you break the range lows, it's obviously game over. So set your stop at 17. That is a big deal. That's a big gap. I personally, be safe. That's all. I mean, I love to, I love talking to people about this stuff, and they're like, oh, I think this is going to happen. And I'm like, ultimately, you have to be cognizant of your own trading. And if you believe in certainty, this is the problem. One trade ends it all. Man, nothing's showing today. Well, this is where we do some fun drawings. My name is Simon, and I like to do drawings. We're into this box, which is like the 100 range to 92. I'm not surprised that we're bouncing back up. I mean, I see people saying, oh, we broke the downtrend. Look, it's going higher. Again, that's a pretty steep downtrend. We now all agree. But we'll see. I mean, this is the thing about a bear market. What happens? It's not going to be smooth sailing always. So you're not really at any major fibs at this point. I think if you are looking to go long oil, you have to trade it. That's all I would say. I don't think we're going to get over 100 at this point. So at this point, that's oil tough. Shorting now XOP, Exxon Mobil, which we did today. I will explain and go deep into it. But keep in mind, natural gas, oil can do things independently than the service names. Just keep that in mind. You got to be very cognizant of that, okay? Just got to be very cognizant of it. All right. TLT. People say, Ben was asking me today, great question. He's like, are you still bullish the TLT? I was like, you have to be. Look at the volume down here. But keep in mind, the TLT in the bond market, when it starts cranking up, when it starts really cranking, I'm pretty sure the market's going to be, tanking? And so it might be a slow trade until it starts fast. I hope that makes sense. Because if you go look at the monthly, we switch screens, you can see we're at support. And we had the same little action. Where is it? 2008 right here. You had this consolidation base before you went. Here's your potential consolidation base, but also notice you're hitting, remember, we always talk about point of control, support equals resistance. This box is where he got in, and he actually got in pretty solidly on the daily, and you can see where he got in on the daily. It's essentially the right shoulder, this box down here, talking about, you can see this low down here near 111. I'm pretty sure you got in at 111. Awesome trade. If you're long bonds, I think long bonds and short oil are very similar in the sense that when they go, they're going to go. Oil might take a minute, might need a week, might need two. Just remember, if you look at what Biden's press secretary said today, expect weaker jobs report. I'm telling you, demand destruction is coming. Supply is an issue. We know that. But keep in mind, you cannot trust OPEC. They literally are a band of thieves. If they need to produce oil, they will produce oil. And they'll tell people they won't, and they'll do it anyway. Is the dollar basing up against the highs? I've said this 1,000 times. If you're not familiar with what's going on in the dollar, every bull move ends with the straight line pajama party riding harder, up and higher. That's what it is. Everyone goes, oh, the dollar's going to die. It's just going to collapse. I'm like, nah, the dollar's going to go straight moonshotting first. Why? Think about it. Do you want to own the euro? You want to own the yen? You want to own anything else? This is an interesting trend line. No. And when debt gets destroyed, it's going to be coming into, they're going to ask for dollars. It's very obvious that's what they're going to want. They're going to want dollars. When they want to cash in and get paid pennies on the dollars, pennies on whatever the original value is on, they're going to want dollars. Debt gets destroyed in other currencies and other countries. People get scared. They want the dollar. Always want the dollar. The VIX. What did we say? 1,000 times. Now, again, if you're newer to the channel, this is why you stick around, is I can give you continuous updates daily of what's going on. If I'm in the markets trading, again, there might be weeks where I'm taking breaks because it's after cashing out. Cash me outside, dog. Nah, I mean, we'll take some breaks. But what do we say? Pop, pullback, pop, pullback, pop, pullback, repeating pattern, pop, big gap, pullback, boom. Now, if you look at the VIX today, and you just said naturally it's bearish, this action, people think this is a bear trap. I'll show you and one-up you. Anonymous is asking, do you think there's a bear trap being set up for tech? No, I think the bull trap is what the problem is. The VIX of the Qs, breaking the downtrend. We talked about for weeks, holding the 24 zone. People don't ever zoom out. If you're new to this channel and you learn one thing, start on the freaking monthly. If you're going to swing trade and try to predict the direction of the overall market, the trend is your friend. And if the trend is your friend, you don't start on the hourly chart. You don't start on the daily. You go out. You zoom out. The SPY. Oh, a doji today. How many people today, remember when I said watch the 405 zone, the 100-day, this 0.382, 0.382 backed off, doji. Now, this is here. Take down notes. This is what I think is coming. Notice here, when we broke the 50-day, we came back and tested it. Well, why wouldn't we repeat the same thing? Go lower, get to the support zone around 394, 395, then bounce back later. I don't think this market's done. Keep in mind, ultimately, it is a bear market. If you don't think this is a bear market, I am just... Remember, straight line move ends it. COVID liquidity beyond reprieve. Now you're below what? Let me open it up. We talked about Ben. A few people were like, "Hey, watch the 20 month, watch 50 retrace." Imagine if you're a money manager and you are, again, end of month markup, end of month squaring up, whatever you want to call it, window dressing. There's many different names for this. You're looking at this candle and going, "Crap." Well, here's my thinking, actually. I think it's going to end up perfectly as a doji. But I think it goes lower first. Because why? Let's get into this box. You can see my little alarm set there, 395. I think we go below it first to rally back to smash later. Keep in mind, even in a bear market, you don't go down every day. Remember, we talked about pop, then the big drop, chop, 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 another big drop, pop, chop here, 3 gap trap, game over. If this is wave 3, and now again, I hate Elliott wave theory because I think it's stupid to try to put like a structure to waves. It's like the ocean repeating patterns, but they're not going to be the same. Like trying to it's got to go to this price and that price. It's like, no. This is wave 1. It's just a pullback. Wave 2. It's just a correction. 20%, 25%, no problem. Bull market on. Wave 3. Oh, crap. Get your life preservers on. It's going to get, life jackets on. It's going to get messy, sloppy, dirty. Now, if you think the feds are going to pivot, my friends, no. It's not happening like that. It just isn't. That's just the reality of it. And here's a great picture from the Discord room. Here, I'll slide this into the screen. The financial media keeps telling you they're going to pivot. No, they're actually going to go doing quantitative tightening. They have to pull the liquidity out. Here are the investors. Let's get to that Fed pivot. We got to do it. We can do it. No. And I agree with that. Because, again, think about what the news is. I always say the news is the noose. If you're getting your resources and news from trading on what? CNBC, you are going to be a loser. That's like going to the bookie and asking them, "Hey, what do you think I should bet on?" Going to the casino, what do you think I should bet on? They want you to lose. That's what the market makers do. They're a liquidity-driven mechanism to take money. Fatten everybody up in a bull market, slaughter during the bear. That's why it always starts. How do you know you're at the low? When nobody wants stocks anymore. When the taxi driver, when the 17-year-old Bitcoiner, when the 35-year-old day trader, they all give up. Oh, diamond hands? More like I don't know, wear rubber gloves because you puke all over yourself. You're on your hand, you're trying to catch it. That's how you know you're at the bottom. We're nowhere close. Now, if the Feds pivot, things change, we adapt. But at this point, we don't make assumptions. No. We do not assume this is a bull market because why? We're back under the 20-month. So keep in mind, here's the 3 scenarios and the potential. We bottom at the 50-day, rally back up to the 100-day. Scenario 2, which I think is more likely, you go down, 395, 394. Now, again, please do not bring a ruler to trading. It's got to get to 394, 44. No, it could get to anything because when the VIX is spiking, stops, support, resistance get knocked. They go right behind it and wick. They go right below it, go short of it, whatever you want to call. Scenario 3 is wipeout. And this thing just turns into the dam breaks and adios. Do I think this is a bear trap? No, not at all. We talk about professional gaps start the move. This big red candle confirms it with volume. All day, every day. If you think this is now again, someone's going to come to me and say something maybe tomorrow, the next day, whatever day in the market's green. There'll be a green candle. And they'll go, "Told you it was a bear trap." I was like, no, it'll probably be from some level that, guess what? We trade around our core position. We'll be loading the boat short. Again, keep in mind, we trade around our positions. If you took some profits today, great. I added to shorts in oil and gas, and I traded around Netflix. I am not covering any of my long-term shorts at all. And I don't care. And if it bounces, remember, I still took some cash. I'll just add. This is the beginning of the wave. Remember, the professional gap starts the move. There's your last one. Then your bounce up. Kapow. All right? Professional gaps. You have a small baby gap there. But again, professional gaps off the lows, right? Here you go. Professional gap. Start the move up. Right? If you don't know what a professional gap is versus a novice gap, back to basics series. Maybe someone can be friendly enough to drop it in the chat. Novice gap is a gap that precedes the reversal of a trend. The professional gap is the gap that starts the trend. Keep in mind, just because it's a professional gap doesn't mean it can't bounce back to go lower. Keep that in mind. A lot of stuff going on here. That chart really paints a picture. Hopefully you can see it clearly. The Qs, weaker than junk. Check out the monthly. Oh man, I was talking to myself on the monthly the whole time. Why didn't someone say something? Yeah. Why didn't say someone? All right. Back on the monthly. Crap. The QQQ, see, point of control. I'm going to go back to the SPY because I didn't realize I was on the daily. I apologize profusely. Somebody say something. If you have to, go, hey, buddy, bro, pal. Hey, guy, hey, buddy, hey, pal. All right, SPY. Here again, the 3 scenarios. I apologize about that. Here you go. Professional gap, my bad. Starts the move, bounce, fail. The 3 scenarios. You get to the 50-day, bounce. Scenario 2, you drop below the 50-day, just like when you went above it and back tested it in July. You go slightly below it. You get down to 394. Please don't bring a ruler to the trading. You bounce, or it just blows out. I apologize, or blows out. Those are the 3 scenarios. This is not a bull market. I'm telling you, this is starting the wave down. If it bounces back, great. Even better. Even better. Check out the Q monthly. If you have any confusion about if there's a bull or bear market, again, the Qs have not been able to sustain below the 20-month, the whole bull market. Now you are sustaining below it. Ugly. Hits the point of control perfectly. Perfectly. Fails. Don't get it twisted now. Again, now people, if you want to trade long, go right ahead. Maybe you're opposed to shorting. I got it. That's not me. But big head and shoulders, professional gap starts the move. Again, professional gap starts the move. Here, let me open this up. Booyah. Now again, won't go down every day. Won't go down every day. But now you're in the presence of greatness. Right here. Look at it. Hit 303. Perfect. Hit our point of control. Near-term bottom. Now, again, I don't think this is going to be it. I think it's just an indecision day. I think we're going to go probably back down to what? Look at this trend. There's a little bit of a baby. I mean, again, I would call it a primary trend. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? I seen it. Samson. Need to talk to Samson. There it is. This green one right here. I think we're going to get down there. So write in your notes, 297. Amazing how it held right at our point of control entry today. Bounced. Not surprised. This big red candle will have some probably likely, again, more follow through. Because usually what happens with the big red, right? You get some chop afterwards, right? You get some chop afterwards. Could it be this formation? Maybe. Could it be this, and then you get a little lower, and then pop? That's my guess. And if you don't know what I'm talking about here, here's the version. You're right here, and you can either just open down lower. So you have this version, right, where you can come right back in 427, or here's your doji, and it just goes a little lower. What's the correct answer? We don't know. That's why I'm telling you, you have to understand the probabilities here. It's not a bull market. So worst case scenario, again, you don't chase, but you let everything play out. You got to be very thoughtful of the scenarios. Just because you're short, just because I'm short, doesn't mean I can't. Market's not going to bounce. That's stupid of me to ever think of that. Again, IWM holds our point of control. Remember, I'm drawing this stuff beforehand. If you're wondering how I draw it, go watch support resistance videos. Now what? I mean, it seems very likely. Like, we're going to back test the old trend line here, right? Let me open this one up for y'all. Because I think, again, I don't have to draw it that clearly. I already see it coming. There you go. Comes right back. 100-day, 50-day. Look at this. They're probably all going to confluence. All right here. 25% fib. Just somewhere in there. Doinkerton. Dink, 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 dink. Yep. Sitting is the thing that definitely wins. Now, again, I mean, that comment alone, I should pay you for posting that. Because that's the thing. I don't think people realize. Like, they get too antsy. They think they're 6.5 hours of the trading day, And they expect the market to go in one direction the whole day. It's like, dope. Like Homer Simpson. No. God, it's so annoying. Hit you up at an hour, like 4:05, we're going to 4:12. I mean, someone in the Discord room today, it's at the highs they go. They posted this. 4:05 opens the door for 4:09 and 4:12. I'm like, you didn't say that at 4:02. Now you posted at 4:05. People are starting to get bullish, and the thing freaking goes nowhere. And I'm like, no, demotion. That's why you have a green label, clown show. Gold, the double bottom king. Always. Now, I know we're holding an old trend line, which is good for that. But I personally think the double bottom king is going to get blown out because nothing's safe. Nothing is safe, y'all. Nothing is safe. Gold isn't. Now, again, it might hold up better. Like if you had to buy something for the long run and you just had to buy something and disappear for a year or two, probably you could buy gold. At this point, remember, it's a cup and handle. We all know that. Do I have to? Here, I'll show it. I'll show you. It's a big cup and handle. Let me updo this so you can see it clear. Bold, barbecue, bold. Cup and handle. 0.382. Say it every video. Is usually the handle max. Well, guess what? If the VIX spikes to 60 or 70, the handle could get down, what? An extra couple points. That's just, you got to remember that. When the VIX spikes, you might have great support resistance, and it'll go right below it, and then it'll go zing right back. And that's happened to me. I still remember 2008, trading certain names, shorting oil names. I had major support resistance on certain areas, and they just violated it by 10%, came right back. I mean, it was like, whoa. And I'm like getting out partially at support zone. I'm like, oh, that's a great trade. And it's like, zzz, it's like hooking a fish. And it's just like running. You're like, whoa, that's a big one. Zzz, pow. Running away. Gone. That's what happens sometimes. Silver. Please just leave it alone. Do I have to every day I see about these idiots? Sorry, I don't like the. Nope, that's the wrong word. Lack of experienced social media influencers peddling silver as the trade. Silver does what? It gets whacked. You need the Fed to pivot. We're not at the Fed pivot point. So if you ask me about silver, I'm going to say the same thing every single time. GDX, same thing. You need the Feds to pivot. Have the Feds pivoted? No. But look, this is what happens during the VIX termination or the VIX expansion. The chosen one rises, the VIX, whatever you want. This is the kind of action you're going to get. Slam. Are we at the slam point? Remember, look at volume. Remember, the volume is the key. Remember, the market maker is a liquidity-driven mechanism. They need volume. Look at now. Look at now. Sorry, it's like, come on, there's no volume down here. We talked about the one node that led to a little baby bounce. You're right back at the lows. Where's the volume? None. I'm telling you. I mean, I like the GDXJ long term, but I can't buy this stuff and wait. I mean, it's like the guy who's coming in the Discord room the other day or talking junk and was like, I was down 30% on uranium. I'm back to even. I'm a smart guy. And it's like, wait, did you hear yourself? You said you're down 30%. Well, it's diamond hands. And it's like, no. I'm not ever putting 30% of my portfolio at risk or willing to lose 30%. That's a calculated lose. Same thing with GDXJ. But this is one of the things I think people need to really pay attention to on the GDXJ. We talked about it bouncing back to the May highs or May lows. GDX, not even the same area code. Look. Here are the May lows. Nothing. I mean, missed it by like it's like when a field goal kicker shanks it kick, and it's like way, a little outside there. Yeah, missed he hit the freaking mascot. Or hit the band. Hit the cheerleaders. Not even close. AG, people are going, oh, it's a head and shoulders bottom. I see that. I seen it. Yeah, diamond hands equals empty pockets. Yep, eventually. That's the funny saying that I guarantee you don't realize. I don't know how low this is going to go, and I don't even want to project it. It's going lower. If you don't believe me, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. AEM. Now, this is the one you put on your bucket list to watch. Remember, we talked about volume is key. You had volume at the lows. Notice how it's holding up relatively well. This is the one that you buy if you're going to buy a large cap. This is the one. Wait, where is it? This is the one you don't buy. Newmont. Dogging it. I know you got the volume because their earnings were junk. I wouldn't buy it with my enemy's money. Pass on it. Again, earnings. Again, it's getting back down to prices that I think are cheap. But this is the thing about people talk about fundamentals. What is fundamentals? You trying to tell me what the price is? This isn't the grocery store where you go in and you go, oh, that product there is $3.99 and it sells for $3.99. No, this is a market. It doesn't work like that. So many times people go, well, fundamentals is trading at this and it should be valued at this. It's like, okay, that's not how this works. Like you're applying the price is right to the trading game. Not the same. The price is wrong, Bob. Anyway, it's just too funny. Commodities X. Somebody asked me today, hey, do you think it's a buy today? Look what happened. Gets to the range high. Wiki. Backs right off. No, all these material names. You got to leave them alone. I know they're exciting. They look great. I'm telling you, there's a wave coming down. Nucor, like it, but it's coming down the mountain when she comes. Double top. Now, again, if it goes higher, that's the anomaly. You have to remember that. You don't fight probabilities. Letter A, or VALE. Let it come on down. Fill this good old gapper tandy. All right, let's talk about CCJ. Elon pumps it with a tweet. We go higher. Dan, you're wrong. You said short the trade zone. Upward target. Guess what? I'm wrong. But guess what? I'm pretty sure you're coming down the mountain when she comes. Again, I've said it. I'll buy this between the driving and smoking age. Or voting age. I forgot. How old do you have to be to smoke? 18? 21? Terrible habit. But that's the age. I think you're going to get down to 16, 18. People are like, you're crazy. I'm like, well, guess what? You've never seen the power of a bear market and everybody puking their stocks, people jumping off buildings, people giving up, everything. We haven't hit that yet. It will happen. It just doesn't matter. It just matters from what price. Now, again, if I'm wrong, you have to think of it through probabilities. You want to fight the probabilities and stay long, you go right ahead. That's your choice. I can't get on board with that. Arrow, we talked about. Watch this one had stopping power down to the lows. Look at that. I love a red candle that's small. Remember, it's not small. Red candle, it's small. Red candle, small with big volume. That says something. So, if you have any questions, if you ever want to interrupt, I guess the only way I would ever let that happen is if you did a what do you call it? A sticker or just support, whatever that monetization thing they just added to it. I would answer a question and stop, but I'd rather just stay on target. So yeah, super chat. Exactly. I don't even think that much about it. Mosaic. What did we say? We said be careful. Doji, open bar, gap down. Now again, everyone's trying to hide into what? Fertilizer names, right? No. CF. Whoever shorted CF, we talked about it. Congratulations. High five to you. Remember, this is the stronger one of the sector, right? Because we had stopping power. You're making 52-week highs. But what did we say? Somebody extrapolated it and took it because they've heard me before say 3 gap trap, 1 gap, 2 gap, 3 gap, doji. Game over. Nice. High five to you because that is a hard trade. Oh, you can't pick tops in the market, Dan. Trading is not that easy. All right, whatever. You don't study the past. You watch the news and you watch this candle form versus watching all these other ones form. Waste of your time. Go back, study the past. It's all repeating patterns. There's nothing new in trading. It's not like the candles changed. They're all similar formations. They all have meaning. Indecision. 3 gaps. Watch out. Professional gap down. Now you have an island floating reversal. Island boys. I'm an island boy. Make an island. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember their stupid song, but there you go. Let's get into what I think is by far the easiest trades, shorting tech. Now, don't just jump in here all too excited. You didn't get in at the upper support zone. Talked about the Goldman Buddy Pass high. If you don't know what a Buddy Pass is, the Buddy Pass is when brokerages upgrade stocks so that they can sell stocks that they own to their clients. Thank you, Goldman. You guys are the best. Since then. I mean, you can't even make this stuff up. But now you're at the 50-day. Near term. People are going to start playing this game, and I can already hear it now. Head and shoulders, bottom. Come on, Dan. Head and shoulders. You see it. You see it. Well, guess what? If I'm the market maker, what do? You get it to bounce off of it, then you go bam. Like Chef Emerald. You bam. And here I'll show you what I mean. Like you get like this. Do. It's going to the moon. Wrong. It's a bear market. Don't get it twisted. Hopefully you enjoy the comedy, because I'm not Kramer, but I'm also not boring. I try not to make it boring. That's what I think is going to happen, y'all. But think about it. Remember, you and I now know how the market makers work. We want to trick the most amount of people to lose, right? And do the wrong things. What would you do? Paint a head and shoulders bottom, right? Paint that chart, playa. Paint it so everybody thinks it. Oh, head and shoulders bottom. Let's start the news. Let's pump that next, right? Let's bring in Carter Worth. Let's bring in some technicians for CNBC. Let's put Kramer on. Head and shoulders bottom. Bounce, smash. Bounce, smash. And you think of like the Hulk. Whoosh. Same thing on the SMH, right? All right, you closed at what? Right at the point of control. Let me delete that. Clean this up a little bit. Because I'm going to... Why is it so hard sometimes? People are like, oh, you're crazy, man. It's like, no, I'm not. I honestly think this is good, just as good for me to do as you guys seeing this. I would say somewhere around now, at this point, if you want to say the head and shoulders, but keep in mind, there's an old primary trend line. Let's see where this white trend goes back to. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. Blast from the past. Super chat. Super bad. It's going to get super bad. Right? Remember, look. You had like this pretend head and shoulders. Everybody was like, oh, here comes the shoulder. Bam! Slam right through it. Here you go. Head and shoulders bottom. It bounces a little bit. Slam. Do you see what I'm saying, y'all? Does this make sense? Can I get 17 yeses real quick? Like head and shoulders. You think you get the bounce. Slam. Right? That's what they're going to try to do. Here's your potential head and shoulders that chops, and goes lower. Now keep in mind, though, this is wave 3. Yes? Oh, it's just a correction. Oh, sorry. It's just a pullback. It's just a correction. Oh, my God. It's the Great Depression. 17 X's. Thank you. That's awesome. Good answer, my friend. Can I super chat you back? Can I pay you for that answer? That was hilarious. Man, and this is the thing. You just have to remember, the market maker's trying to take your money. If my channel disappears tomorrow, just know I was correct. Apple. What did we talk about? You're crazy for shorting it up here. Y'all remember that? Some of y'all, if any of the moderators are friends. Oh, dude, you're crazy. Oh, you guys are crazy for shorting up here. Okay. Credit Suicide Suisse upgrades the stock. Buddy Pass on 8/17. Hercules, so excited. Hercules, so excited. Yeah, oh my God. You couldn't even make it write a better script. It's not like we had never seen a buddy pass before. Maybe you haven't. But this is like a ski pass. This is like buy one, get one free for your homie. Go for a ride. Look at that. Oh, it's going to bounce. Okay, it's a doji. Cool. I still think it goes lower, but could it bounce? Yeah. If you were short up here and you took a little off and you want to, what? Trade around your core position? Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with the little bump and grind. Maybe it bumps and grinds around here. I don't know. I would just say in your mind, you know it's going lower, right? We know it's going lower. We just don't know how it's going to play out. As of right now, the 200-day was key, right? Had to hold the 200-day. Now again, if the market pops and you've taken some profits, awesome. Wow, thanks, James. That was super cool of you, man. Thank you. Again, I appreciate this because I think you guys know I'm working hard for it. I don't ever charge anybody. I really don't care. But I do appreciate it because now I will remember people. I have a memory like an elephant. Y'all know that. That's why I remember the past. Now what? You hit the 200-day? Could it play this bump and grind game? See it over here in April? Little bump and grind. Nah. There you go. Now what? I personally think, what? Seasonality. Remember, think about the seasonality. This is danger zone. Highway to the danger zone. Man, you guys don't realize September and October can be insanely dangerous for the market. Microsoft. Remember I told you this is my favorite short because they have dollar exposure? What's about to make a new high probably tomorrow? The dollar. Who's going to most pain from this? The dollar. And Microsoft. Sorry, the most pain would be Microsoft. I got into some shorts, and I didn't even, this is me being stupid. Again, I can make mistakes. I just added when we got up here because I was like, I think this is going to get smoked anyway. Because, again, I had faith in the dollar. Oh, it's a head and shoulder. Now here's like it's the middle finger formation. I mean, you can have like, here's like fingers in the middle, and here's your thumb over here. Goodbye. And not like goodbye, as it's a goodbye. It's like goodbye. Look at the monthly. Oh, my God. This is, yeah, right? You know what that sound is, right? Jizz in my pants. Yeah, absolutely. Love that. Come on, man. This is such a monster ready to get slayed. It's not Island Boys. What's his name and his crew that sing those songs? Andy Sandberg and his buddies. What do they call it? They're not the Island Boys, but they have a theme. Lonely Island. Thank you. Great. You guys are fast. You guys are good. So now what? Again, this is such a big sloppy pattern. I don't know. But if you got this stuff short from the highs, go on vacation. Go to the Lonely Island. Don't turn on your computer and just let this thing burn. Literally. Tesla. Oh, remember the short? We talked about it. Oh, that's an NVIDIA. Well, let's talk about NVIDIA. Here you go. Here, try to paint the right shoulder, right? Yeah, whatever. Tesla. Man, can we talk about why Tesla just always makes me laugh? For years, it's uninvestable, right? It's priced at 1,000 PE. They don't make money. All they do is get money from credits, EV credits. Their software causes wrecks. They're going to get sued. Blah, 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 blah. It's not a buy. It's not. Then there's one candle that changed them all. One candle. Forever. That changed it all. Dun, da, da, da. The retail, you're done, screwed candle. Boom. Elon sells, everybody's selling, retail's buying. It's just, you can't even, I mean, don't call me Bob Ross for painting that picture, but let's just say that's a drawing any kid can do. Now what? Oh, it's below the range lows. Maybe it bounces back again. Any pop. Gift from the gods. Now don't just short it on 2 points up, but if it pops 10 points, 15 points from any point down, I think you should take a educated guess on what to do next. Meta, let's run through these tech names. It's going back to 155. We talked about the upside target zone. What have we said? Once this zone breaks, it's like Hodor, holding the door from the White Walkers. Once this breaks, the White Walkers are coming through. Meta's dead. Done. Dunsky. Roblox. Things you see with VPA. We talked about something was sneaky here. Then you got the retest with volume. Zazing. We told you. Man, some of y'all traded this. I took some points off this. Once it got to 50, said leave it alone. Things you don't see in a bull market, right? It pulls back. No, it's a bear market. Netflix, why did we short it today? Because it was just up. I told folks, in a bear market, there's going to be days where things are up and they don't make sense. And they can't go down every day. It hit our point of control. If you still out in the 10-minute short, awesome. Easy money. Didn't hold any overnight. Probably should. Again, I just want capital. In a bear market, all pops, I'm looking at the short with stops if they're at reference points. Not every day, but keep in mind. That's what I'm doing. Like, just like in a bull market, what would we be doing? Looking for things on dips. Looking for dips, chips and dips to buy. Not now. I'll just run through all the tech stuff since I got my charts here. Google, every day there's a woman, Haba banana, whatever. She keeps telling me it's going back to 140s. I said, you tell me when you give up on this trade. Hits our, I don't know, now we couldn't even get up to the zone. Bye-bye. Amazon. Oh, I want to hold this forever. No, you don't. Hits the 200-day. Do you notice how all tech looks the same? Yeah, there's a reason. Okay? NDAQ. I told y'all, be patient. Got to be patient. The waterfall's coming. I mean, I got into the short up here. Remember, 180. It gapped against me. Just let it go. I was like, I got time. Now, sometimes I'm stupid and hard-headed, and I could have. And again, I was willing to take $10,000 loss in my options. When they got priced so badly, I was like, I mean, this is why you buy time. And if you had a bear market, it should do what? Go in your direction. What ultimately happened? 3-for-1 split. Keep in mind, this is the Coinbase of the QQQ. This is the NASDAQ ETF. Not ETF. This is the NASDAQ exchange for the QQQ ETF. She'll be coming down the mountain when she comes. I don't know why I'm singing that today. My grandmother used to sing that. Smash. Smash. Smash the like button, bro. No. XBI. If you shorted at 95, congratulations. Then you shorted on the 200-day. Now you're at the 50-day indecision. People are like, oh, it's a doji with above average volume. I think it's just more of you're at the point of control. Y'all see it there? I mean, you're either going down to 80 or you're holding up here. And if you hold up here, I know my Lab D friends aren't going to like this, but you might get some extra good buying opportunities. Maybe you get back up in the 86, 87, maybe the 20-day. I don't know. I don't think you're going to invalidate this candle, but it just is what it is. Please be smart, okay? Please be smart. All right, what do we want to do? Let me check my list. I mean, I've been blowing off through all of these names. Because again, we'll get to the open mic at the end. EXPI, told y'all I own this stock for getting paid at fundamentals. Hey, we're doing great. We're now up to the third largest real estate company in the world, and we're just going lower. How funny is that? How swell is that? Fundamentals. Remember that game, Fundamentals? UTHR, we talked about buying it down here. Remember volume price analysis? It ran up and it said, if you don't take any profits, shame on you. Comes back to the breakout. Could have bought it. Now it makes a double head and shoulders. If you can see it, there's like a head and shoulders, then it had a shoulder. Here's one shoulder line. Here's another shoulder line. Here's another head. Back at the break. I mean, this thing, what does wide and loose usually precede? A big move. I don't know. Up or down, but I'm guessing down, brown cow. Let's end it with all our favorites. Oh, no. Hold on. Catching myself. We got to talk about financials. XLF. All right. Y'all got to check this out. Check out the monthly. You tell me if this is bullish. Is this bullish? Keep in mind why it bounced. Because it was the point of control on the monthly. Oh, my God. This monthly thing you talk about seems to matter, Dan. Yes, if you can be patient, because monthly candles take days and weeks to play. No, but it has to move today. Today isn't always your friend. Keep that in mind. Bounces, right? Ugh. Right to the 20-month. I mean, you can't even, and you can see it too. Here's like the point of control. Ba-ding. Bidet, I don't know. I mean, you could draw, I guess, a little higher. But do you see my point here, folks? Y'all seen it? Y'all seen it? So that's the XLF monthly. That little hammer, it's getting uglier, right? Like, it's pointing down, right? And oh, but it's green, Dan. I love when people are like, oh, the candle's green or red. It's like, all right, whatever. Look at that doji. It's green. Well, it could have been red if it's 12 cents different. I don't know, 10 cents. Who cares? What does this look like? She'll be coming down the mountain when she comes. Yeah, you're coming back into the 30s at some point. Remember, we're short FAS. Here's my other big shout in financials. Good old Morgan Stanley. Oops, look at the short zone. Oops. But someone's going to tell me, hey, buy them financials, Dan. No, financials are catching all the brunt of all the world problems. So if you like tech, you got to love financials. It's just an obvious, so No brainer. Someone's that laugh always, I don't know, mean to do it, but it's a sound reminds me of that kid from what is it, the bully from The Simpsons. Anyway, now what? Oops, let me get that out of there. I'm sorry, I don't know. I want to leave it alone because I know what happens if the markets get squirrely. Say goodbye to financials. Goodbye. All right, let's end it on some oil, right? You guys are here for some oil because we put on some trades today. Preface this, please be careful on oil and gas. They're not the same as XOP, Exxon Mobil, some of the other plays. We're back at the point of control. It's so bullish, Dan. No, look at the dang volume. There ain't nobody buying this stuff. It's just retail. Remember, end of the month markup. People are buying what's been doing well. I mean, it means up versus down. Well, people are running into safety. What is safe? Nothing. Just like CCJ, maybe. What about the UNG, Dan? What about it? Does it not look like a failed breakout and getting sloppy and choppy? I think so. That's right. Again, if you don't like my accents, none of it meant ever to be make fun of any race. I just like to copy accents and try to mimic them because I think everybody's tones and voices are pretty fun. I love talking to Australians. Good day, mate. Throw another shrimp on the barbie. Let's do the XOP in an Australian accent. Let's see if we can do it. XOP. Now we were out on the no, it's not the Serengeti. What's the desert in Australia? All of a sudden I can't think. I'm trying to do too many things at once. It's like focus on trading or try to make funnies. What do we talk about? Upside target zone. The Outback, duh, of course. Steakhouse, duh. Everyone's favorite beer, right? What's that crappy beer that is always at Outback? Comes in the big cans. What is that stuff? It's bleh. Anyway, we talked about it. Get up here. Foster's Australian for beer. See, look where we're at. This Wick. I mean, everybody, and I mean, again, if Sunrise Trader, he's a follower, he follows me. I love him. I was trying to warn him, and he's like, oh, I'm going to buy it again. And it stopped out. I'm like, what are you doing? Why? Look at this. You guys are familiar with Gartley patterns? If you aren't, Google it. A to B, 30 points. A to B, B to C, the backup, the retracement. The C to D leg, 30 points. Oh my God. You mean the market is controlled by algorithms and computers that use repeating patterns? We'll see. But that looks like a perfect little So let me pull in the tenor. Let me see if I can find it, the tenor. Let me bring in our friend on the 10-minute. What did I say this morning? This was what I call a pump and dump. They get everybody piling into it, pulls back. Now you make a little higher high. Now look at the closing candle. Uh-oh. Red alert. Red alert. Oh, get your mouse over it. That is distribution. All right, they sold into this, and they sold here again, but you don't know the difference because you don't know VPA, and you don't know the price action at the highs. Red alert. Remember, different than oil and gas. Exploration names can have problems. Let's get into Exxon Mobil last. This is another smashing trade. We'll see how it works out. Same thing, 10-minute. Whee! Let's get everyone's excited. Let's buy Exxon Mobil. Chops. Look at we identify the point of control. Short. Look at the close. And then you get like this tight doji. We'll see what happens. I still think that tightness from that particular candle won't end up being much of anything other than what? Temporary. Look at the daily. Back in the channel. Fill in the gap. I had my alarm at 112. Interesting. It closed at it. Point being, everybody's excited about Exxon, right? Everybody. Now what happens if you have a lower high and oil and gas start melting like butter? If they don't, that's whatever. It's that simple. I mean, you put the trade on trying to get near the highs. Wow, if you got in at 101.40, like we talked about, 101s, and it pulls back to 100 at the end of the day, you've got room to breathe. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Now what? Let's see. Well, Dan, tell me what's going to happen tomorrow. Guess what? I don't know. We have to let the market play out. It's kind of like, all right, you got pocket aces. Let's see the flop. You can still lose with pocket aces. We got to see the flop. All right. Again, if you are newer to the channel, stop by Discord room. Link in the description below. I'm going to keep this running for some live stream just to get funny and have some more laughs. Again, study the stuff. If you're staring at the noose you put around your neck, or you're just staring at the live candles as they form, you're wasting your time. Study the past, read the books, stop by the Discord room. Start making money, let's talk. Because that's where the real estate of this is the game. You want to get paid? But you don't want to take exorbitant risk? Passive income. I'm telling you, real estate. Everybody who's wealthy has real estate portfolio. Everybody who doesn't pretends real estate is risky. All right, talk to you guys and gals later. Let's keep this running. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.